This gentleman lives in New York City. He's a staple at comedy clubs and comedy festivals around the country. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome for Jono Zalay.
All right, indeed. Well. Suppose I should get this out of the way. Dibs. You're all witnesses. Too late. So it's been said that professional athletes are not good role models for children. I tend to agree with that, having been raised in San Diego, California, watching the Padres and the Chargers, because now I'm also a disappointment. You'll see. My parents are pretty good role models, though. They were great despite having wildly different philosophies on how to raise children. Never was this more evident than around the holidays and the gifts they would give. Because every year my mom would try to buy us the most expensive electronics she could afford, whereas my dad would spend about $5 at a yard sale. And what's really great about that is how my dad would always win. Every year it was like, oh my gosh, Mom, this digital camera, it's perfect, it's got all the specs. Why don't you use it to take a picture of me with my favorite gift, this antique crossbow? Get an action shot of me shooting that sweater. 2008, my dad got me a Chia Obama. Change. A couple years before that, he got me a discus, a shot put, and a starter pistol. Something tells me a local track athlete fell on some hard times. And I was the beneficiary. Ready, set, Christmas. I do love sports, and I love my teams despite how bad they are, but I haven't lived in San Diego for 7 years now. So whenever I see them live, it's usually in the opposing stadium. For instance, a couple seasons ago, I went to see the Chargers play the Patriots in New England. A couple of buddies of mine went down there with our Chargers gear on. I don't know if you guys are familiar with New England sports fans, but they were none too pleased to see us. Couple of raspberries, throwing out some heckles. But we discovered there's a thing you can do if you ever want to avoid being heckled in hostile territory. That's when you're walking through the stadium. Just hold hands. Yeah. Takes out their entire arsenal. Everyone would like to be a jerk, but no one wants to commit a hate crime.